Hello and welcome to Life Upon Angela's Bed. So I recognize that I didn't make a vlog yesterday. I was kind of not feeling well, so I decided just to sleep in for pretty much the whole day, and that was fun. For Christmas, as I said in my last vlog, my family and I went to Death Valley, and we've been to Death Valley a couple of times. So this time we went to the northeast corner. The northeast corner that we haven't been to before. And so I'm going to insert all the footage right about here. Merry Christmas! It's Christmas morning! I have my fuzzy slippers on, and it's about 7:05. We're due to set out very soon, so I'll be vlogging on the trip, hopefully, if this camera doesn't run out of battery. And I think I've convinced the peoples to go to some new places, so yeah. Let's get going here. So we're en route now, and the landscape here is just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Here, where's the stopping? Death Valley.
Is that Valley?
Pause and resting our legs.
Is that Death Valley?
So
Yeah, it's
dark up in here, but it's also really beautiful. We're at Scotty's Castle. It's this castle that's nestled into the mountains around, and really when you drive up you only see that one bell tower, this guy over here, but when you get in it's huge. So the story is that there was this guy, Johnson, who co-owned a gold mine in Death Valley with this guy, Scotty. Except there wasn't any gold mine. Scotty had tricked him into thinking that there was a gold mine, so he'd give him a whole lot of money. But Johnson was like, oh, let me go see the gold mine. And Scotty was like, oh, there's no gold mine, I'm going to be in trouble. So, Scotty thought that if Johnson believed that bandits are trying to steal the gold, he would come to Death Valley, get accosted by a bunch of bandits, and he wouldn't want to go visit the gold mine any longer, but he would still believe that it was there. So a bunch of Scotty's friends hid around the mountains, and when Johnson's coach came along, they jumped it and pretended to rob it. What was supposed to be a bloodless battle did not go quite as planned when Scotty's brother got shot, and so all the actors immediately stopped and went to go help the brother, and Johnson found out the truth. However, Johnson liked the scenery so much that he stayed behind and built this castle, which is now called Scotty's Castle for some reason, and I think I have to read more about that. But yeah, this was his vacation home in the 1920s, and everything inside is supposedly as awesome as it was in the 20s. So excited to go in and take a look. So up there you see Scotty's grave, and we are not going to walk up there. But around here, and so I'm at the top of the powerhouse at Scotty's Castle, and that right there is the only piece of the whole thing you can see from the road as you're driving in, which is pretty cool because you're like, oh, it's just a tower, but it's actually more than that. It's actually all of this. And I'm at the top, yay! So this right here is actually a solar-powered water heater that was built in the 1920s, which I think is pretty amazing considering that the technology, even technology now, is still working on solar power. So that's something to think about. I think all of my family is down there. Hi! Hi! We're at crater. It's really big. It's this huge crater. You can't even see it. The camera won't register how humongous it is, but I don't know if you can see, like, there are these tiny, tiny people who walk to the bottom of the crater. You can see how big it is compared to them. It's really cool. I don't know if my voice will be picked up over the wind, but... So to answer your question, I've had a while to think about it, and I've decided that my 3 things for physical survival are going to have to be water filter. Definitely going to need a water filter because you don't know what kinds of bugs are living in the water. 2 is definitely going to be a hunting knife. Hunting knives are very important for all kinds of things, and I guess if I wanted to be more specific, I'd want a hunting knife multi-tool. So one of the really big multi-tools that are not too heavy but have all of the stuff like the pliers and the scissors and whatever, and the big hunting knife so I could go hunt stuff or cut down bananas or whatever. I guess it depends on what kind of island I was stranded on, I guess. But if it was a tropical island, there'd be banana cuttings down. But yeah, hunting knife multi-tool, that's number 2. And finally, I would have to say I want a set of mirrors or magnifying glasses. And this would be because I realize if I need, well, I'm definitely going to need to make a fire. And so if there is sunlight, it'll be much easier for me to make a fire by directing the sun to a point to make stuff burn. Not only would they be able to help me start a fire, I could signal to passing ships to come and get me. So the 3 mental things I want to keep me mentally sane, I guess. The first thing would be I would say my iPod with a bajillion songs on it. All genres, all kinds of stuff, and I will tell you why later. But yeah, or some kind of MP3 player that has a rechargeable battery. This way I could listen to stuff and I wouldn't feel so cut off, I guess, from the outside world. Although by the time I was rescued, assuming I am rescued, the music taste would have probably changed, but then I could just be like you and gradually evolve myself back up. Number 2 would be an ebook reader with a bunch of books on it. And I realize I can say this now because we have this kind of technology. But any kind of ebook reader would do that with a bunch of books loaded on it. And when I say a bunch, I mean like hundreds of books loaded on it. This way I could keep in touch with the classics and the contemporary of when I arrived on the island. And number 3 would be a solar battery charger. This would ensure that neither my music nor my books ever run out on me. So yeah, solar battery charger, ebook reader with a bunch of books on it, and MP3 player with a bunch of music on it. Those would be my 3 things that I would want to keep myself mentally alive. Now, this is assuming that the things that I take have to be object things. So the thing in the person, place, or thing noun. If I could take a person, I would take someone with medical training that could help me get on my feet much better. And presumably this person would have a medical kit. And you might be asking, well, Angel, why wouldn't you take me, right? Because I'm awesome at everything. And it's true, Kelsey, you are awesome at everything. But I need you on the mainland to not give up on the search for me, so that when you finally reach my island place, I can signal you with mirrors so you can come get me off this island. And I know you wouldn't give up, right? So those are my answers to your questions. Today we went to Santa Monica and it was absolutely gorgeous. We went to 3rd Street and did some shopping around the mall, lots of shopping all the time, always. And I was reminded of when I was younger and the first time I ever went to Santa Monica, which was when I was 7 or 8, and it was dusk and we were walking down 3rd Street, and it was so different. The mall was a different mall. There was a different mall there, but they eventually tore it down and rebuilt a new structure. So it's really different now. And so as I was thinking about my childhood, as we tend to do, I remembered that I had a bunch of baby pictures all over around and stuff like that. So I thought I'd share some with you, even though you've probably seen them before. And I couldn't find all of my favorites because with the move, all of my stuff is in random boxes everywhere. But some of them were still hanging around. So I'm going to show you one. So this is me. I am lost. Actually, I'm probably just looking towards somebody. But yeah, this is a whole composition. I think it's really cute because I'm kind of off center, and I'm just kind of I'm very confused. This is normally a I was usually very confused when I was younger. The next picture is in what I call my model pose, because obviously, as all young girls do, I wanted to be a model, and here it is. It's my model pose. And as you can see, I'm very model-esque. I've got the booty tooch going on, early age. I know how to work that light. Yeah. I was obviously all set. And then I didn't grow for a while, so that got to be a problem. And so I'm stuck being a chemist, and I'm totally okay with that. So I've got 3 more, and they're all in this bulky frame here because I can't find any more that are just single photos. And I have 3 more because I wanted to make it a nice even 5, because 5 is my favorite number. Alright, so the first one is a picture with me and my mom and my aunt, and I'm just looking really happy, and everybody's looking really happy and cute in this picture. So I'm gonna try and do this, put this in the frame. Oh, look, there we are. We're so cute. And you can tell it's early 90s because of this huge puffy sleeve that my mom has. And so, I don't know, I just really like that one because it reminds me of a much simpler time when everybody was just, you know, happy, having a day in the park, and everyone was just so cute. The 4th one I call I don't even know what I call it, but I like it because I have a bow in my hair, and I'm trying desperately to walk with my little walking car, and so it's the one right next to the other one. It's this one. Aww. Let me put it here. Aww. That's my aunt with me. So my last picture is the one I call Angela's Ready for Winter. Yeah, I look exactly the same as I do right now. And I guess you can't really tell, but I can because my eyes are still the same. So my question for you for tomorrow is twofold, because you've been giving me super long questions, and I've been trying to make mine shorter so you can talk about other stuff instead. 1, I challenge you to show me 5 baby photos. So I showed you 5, and ones that I haven't seen before, because I've seen some on your blog. And 2, what is your favorite 1-digit number? That's my question to you. Alright, so I'm going to end this vlog here with some footage that I took at Santa Monica, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye! Hello, we're at 3rd Street in Santa Monica, and this Christmas tree, even though it's after Christmas, is still so pretty. And the star is just glittering and shining. And it's 2 days after Christmas, but it feels like it's still the day. It's very quiet here, which is nice. I'm going to bring your attention now to this pretzel person with a pretzel dress. Yeah, you can make of that what you will.
The deepest